I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
The thing about this, I was just talking with an attorney about Chris, because Chris got a lot of stuff going on right now. And we dealing a lot with insurance. Like we had
Chris
to get
Steele, so nephew Chris Steele is Steele's son. He's a safety / cornerback for USC.
Perimeter corner, number 8.
Soon to be a safety. Soon to be the best safety in NFL.
Man,
because he was meant to be a safety.
I don't care.
But anyway, he plays for USC. He's super ill. So when he say Chris, this is who we talk about. Go ahead.
But this guy. So we were meeting with this guy, and it's funny because Maria thinks and she always thinks about the worst case scenario. That's my wife. She always think about she already had Chris with some above board car insurance, right? He told us a story about an NFL player. I won't say his name. He was in the NFL. He was celebrating getting drafted in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had this party, had his best friend he grew up with, best friend in the whole wide world there. His friend gets so drunk, he falls in a swimming pool and drowns and dies. So they party and nobody knows where this guy is at. He's under the water, but nobody knows. So they find him the next day. He winds up getting sued. Guess by who? By the mama, by his best friend's mama, his best friend's baby mama, and they sued him for a nice little amount of money. The insurance covered it, but I'm pretty sure nowadays, man, you almost have to have way more above insurance than what you think you're gonna need. Like by Chris having his own apartment now, dude, we got like a $10 million policy there. Just in case somebody come in and slip and fall and they sue him. Because you don't have to, when you file a lawsuit with someone, you can file a lawsuit 6 months from now. If glasses punched me in my face today, I could file a lawsuit 6-7 months from now and say I haven't been right since then. We live in a day and age, man, where everybody is always the purse first. Something happened.
Did Len Bias's mom sue the Boston Celtics for drafting Len?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I definitely.
I believe the answer is no.
But the thing is, man, like I said, we live in a litigious society, so you have to protect yourself. And I can't imagine Travis Scott because, see, it's just not liability on him. I'm pretty sure the venue has a huge amount of insurance too. So I think
that's what I was trying to ask.
It's not, but it's not going to be enough insurance. It's going to be severely not enough.
You know what I think on some of that stuff? I think some of it is over-exaggerated, and I'm not talking about the people that died. I'm talking about as far as the damage.
Where'd they come up with the number $100 million? Is that what's being asked?
It's like a fucking blank piece of land. It was an empty piece of
They're
land.
asking me that's what they're going to get.
But my thing is this: it's an empty piece of land. What could be on there that's worth $100 million with the land? Did they crack the earth?
Just human capital damage. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. They said it exceeds 100 million. So again, now you have, and this is what I'm saying, like right where
they're trying to settle for 30 or whatever the hell.
Well, this is what's weird, right? So now they're publishing articles, and now it's turning into a whole smear campaign on Travis and his brand, right? So it's like now there's a man who was paralyzed at a 2017 Travis Scott concert, extremely upset over Astroworld tragedy, lawyer says.
He's not upset about his festival experience. He's upset about this festival experience.
Yes.
I just want to double check.
Yep.
You know what the problem is, G? And this is more turn to an episode about these foul-ass lawyers, man, these attorneys.
It's not the attorneys. It's
listen, these attorneys are the people that give these people the ideas to go, well, we're going to sue and go after everyone, even Drake. Fuck him. We're going after Drake too.
Yeah, because look, it's cheaper and faster to settle out. You send a letter, you raise your hand, you contact a media outfit, publicists or whatever the hell. Hey, look, just let's make this go away. We'll settle. You want 10, I'll give you 5. Get the fuck out of here. And it's just easier and faster for everybody.
But Travis had already said that he was going to cover these people's expenses and bills. He already came out and said that all the money he made.
Listen, so now the thing is, he was extremely upset and sad. This is the guy who was paralyzed in 2017. Cuz name is Cal Green. Cal Green. So Cal says his attorney says he was extremely upset and sad for the devastation to these people and to their families, the people who were killed and the people who were horribly injured. At the same time, he was really angry at Travis team, including his security, because Travis clearly hasn't learned from what has previously transpired or what previously occurred. He hasn't learned. The problem is festivals in general haven't learned. How is it how are we putting the burdens of all of this concept on track? Hell, since the 60s, the Rolling Stone put on a damn concert. The Rolling Stone put on a concert in the 60s in Northern California. They hired the Hells Angels.
I was going to say that was the Monterey Bay Festival, and that was the Hells Angels did that. I remember that, or I don't remember it, but
it's called the Altamont Festival. That's what they called it. They were trying to compete with Woodstock. They were trying to make the Woodstock of the West. And
I think Janis Joplin show, I think.
I just know when somebody's being railroaded. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like to watch somebody be railroaded. Like, he has a responsibility, no different than R. Kelly having a responsibility. But what happens is when somebody trumps up the idea, right, to put somebody else like as the front man on the cross, like, yo, this whole thing should be, with all due respect to Live Nation, this should be their motherfucking problem. But somehow they're saying he incited the stampede, but he didn't.
9 times out of 10, G, you being an artist, I'm pretty sure Travis Scott is not the one that thought of, hey, I want to have a Astro World. I'm pretty sure somebody came to him and proposed this and said this would be a nice event. Yeah. So he was doing it thinking, okay, it'll 7 other people. Event.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it kind of was supposed to be his idea. Maybe somebody secretly came to him, but he had an album called Astro World. And Astro World was a theme park, a Six Flag theme park in Houston. So we just kind of did it. And so now what's crazy is, right, so you got all of the white folks, right, all of the crackers, they just going, crazy, right? They just going, oh, it's him, blah, blah, blah. And it was negligence. They don't care that the Houston Police Department was there. They don't care security was there. Because they is sometimes. Every white person is not a cracker. But some crackers is white folks. What's wrong with that? Damn, you don't like the word cracker?
No, I was just saying. I was just asking because I see Peter right there. Our white brother Peter.
Peter's not a cracker.
Peter's a ginger. You're right. Peter's a ginger.
I'm a member of the Rose.
I'm a part of the Rose Gold community. He's Canelo's. He's Canelo's distant cousin.
This is the most vindicating show I'll ever be on.
He's Canelo's distant cousin.
Canelo Blanco Canelo Americano.
Canelo Alvarez, all Spain, that whole connection, but he's a part of the Rose Gold community. So again, just because this is not like, we're not finna go into that. That's a whole nother conversation.
White America has a very weird relationship with music. Like I was talking about this, I think I did a show, my old show years ago. Like Ozzy Osbourne getting dragged into court because some kid listened to his music and killed himself or something like that, or whatever the fuck, or Marilyn Manson, pick a guy, whatever, anybody dark, anybody,
anybody.
But nobody freaks out about movies. Like you watch Scarface go snort a line and pop somebody. It's, oh, hey, it's just a movie. But for some reason, there's a real funny relationship with it when it comes to music specifically as an art versus other forms of art. And I'll never understand it.
Sure, you're right. I could just do Scarface and go do a line. Yeah, well, Scarface influence.
All we do was snort lines and shoot people. I mean, for Christ's sake, for an hour and a half in vivid picture.
Well, you got to think about where we at, right? You and Peter were at the Gangster Chronicles 100 episode event, right?
Correct.
So
congratulations on that again.
Oh, for sure. One of the homies pull up, right? Dude in the wheelchair. He's gonna be on the show. Mm-hmm. I see him rolling around the office park area, right? And I'm wondering, like, we over here, bro, what is you doing over there? And I saw this dude with him writing some stuff on paper. Then another motherfucker come up and get out the car. He pulls a wheelchair out the back of his car and get in the wheelchair. Now, this motherfucker was just perfectly driving, just fine. Then he pulls a wheelchair out when he get there, and he start doing the same thing. And I said, "What is y'all doing? Like, what is y'all looking to rent an office or something?" They said, "No, they don't have handicap access here to get up on the thing. So that's $5,000. I'm gonna make $20,000." And they both called this attorney. I'm not gonna give y'all the names. They both called this attorney. Next thing you know, when I went back up to the same spot, that's where Big A is at. G,
Yeah,
Big A spot. They have the thing
shout
for
out
the
to the dog
handicap.
pound.
For sure. So they got the things up there now, the ramps for the access, because both of them dudes filed a lawsuit. They settled out of court. They made dude get the things, but they do that for a living. They drive around to different places to make sure. Now, just imagine you a dude to own a store, and everybody that's a business owner is not rich. Some people just making a living. You get some asshole come up in a wheelchair and it's not really hurt at that. Now, one of them dudes is really, paralyzed from the waist down, but this other motherfucker, he just coming up. He lazy. That's what I call it. So he got a wheelchair. He rolling around, got a wheelchair in the back of his shit. He get out, files a lawsuit. You don't have these things, and they make a living. Them dudes both make about $150,000 to $200,000 a year just from that one caper. And I said, man, damn the pride. I must be doing something wrong in life by being honest, bro. Because it seemed like the crooked, corrupt motherfuckers always come up.